My dear little ones, welcome back to English class. How are you all? I'm very happy to see your lovely faces again. Let's go to the new lesson. A very interesting lesson about Tenali Ramakrishna. Do you know who was Tenali Ramakrishna? There are very famous stories about him, many stories about him. Tenali Ramakrishna was a courtier in the court of Krishna Devaraya, a ruler of the Vijayanagara Empire. It was a majestic empire in Andhra Pradesh previously during the 16th century. 16th century is a duration between 1500 to 1600. During the 16th century, Vijayanagara Empire sustained in Andhra Pradesh. Rulers of Vijayanagara dynasty ruled Andhra Pradesh during that time. King Krishna Devaraya was a mighty king who ruled Vijayanagara Empire during 16th century. Tenali Ramakrishna was one of the ministers. He was one of the courtiers. He was a poet, a fun lover. Also, Tenali Ramakrishna was famous for his wit and wisdom. What is wit? The ability to understand things easily and respond quickly, very effectively. He knew what to say and what not to say, when to say and when not to say. He used his brilliance, his knowledge, his wisdom very effectively. He was a man who used to find out a solution for any problems. Tenali Ramakrishna was very much liked by the king Krishna Devaraya because Tenali Ramakrishna's answers entertained, amused the king. Whenever the king was in bad mood or king was dull, he sought the company of Tenali Ramakrishna because his company amused the king, entertained the king. Also, Tenali Ramakrishna used to help the king to solve many of the problems that happened in the country. Once upon a time, one day, King Krishna Devaraya gave 50 coins to each of his courtiers. Imagine their excitement and joy. 50 coins to each of the courtiers. One day, King Krishna Devaraya was in a very good mood. He was in a jovial, happy mood. He gave each of his courtiers a bag full of gold coins. Gold coins. There were 50 coins in each bag. The courtiers were thrilled, excited. But the king had two conditions, two demands. What were the conditions to maintain, You must use these gold coins within a week. The coins must be completed within a week. You may purchase anything you like. At the end of this week, you must show me what you have purchased. But there is another condition. Whenever you purchase something, you must see my face before the purchase. So what was given to the courtiers? A bag of 50 gold coins were given to each of his courtiers. Courtiers means the ministers, officers in his court. And what were the conditions? The coins must be spent within a week, and before buying something, they must see the king's face. And at the end of the week, whatever were purchased must be shoved to the king. These were the conditions. If you were in that position, in that state, what you would have done? How to see the face of the king before purchasing? Will you take the king with you for a purchase? Or will you see the convenience of the king? When the king is in the market, you will go for purchase. Is it that way? Think about it. Let us see what the courtiers did. You see, King Krishnadevaraya was a very good man. He always sought the welfare of his citizens, welfare of his people, his courtiers. All the courtiers were very happy. Why were they happy? They got 50 gold coins. They talked about what they wanted to buy. They made long shopping lists, this thing, that thing, jewels, ornaments, gold, fabrics, beautiful dress, hair accessories, throne, and crowns, beautiful thrones, chairs, vessels, buildings, many such things. They made a big shopping list. The next day they went to the market. Each of them carried big bags and a few servants also to carry the things back. But whenever they wanted to buy something, they remembered the king's condition. They must see the king's face before buying something. But they couldn't see the king's face in the market. Either the king must come to the market his own, otherwise his courtiers, these people had to invite the king to the market. It was not fair to invite the king to the market. So how could they spend these coins? The coins must be used within 1 week. They were all in a puzzle, confusion. Some of them roamed the market the whole week. They hoped the king would come to the market. They thought, if the king comes to the market to buy something, we can see his face and then we can spend the gold coins. So, every morning, early in the morning, they used to come to the market and they will roam around the market the whole day till the evening. Because they do not know when the king will be visiting the market. Always they waited for a chance for the king to visit the market to see his face. Because before buying anything, they must see the king's face. They were in a confusion. What to do? The whole week ended. The next week, they went to the court. The king told them to show whatever things they purchased. But the people, the courtiers, had nothing to show. They purchased nothing. Let us see. The royal priest rose from the seat. Rose is the past form of rise. Rise means get up, stand up. He rises. That means he stands up. The royal priest, one of the courtiers, stood up before the king and said, "My lord, I couldn't buy anything. The gold coins are with me here." The king was astonished. "Why couldn't you buy anything?" The royal priest said, "Your Majesty, thank you very much for giving the gold coins. We went to the market with great excitement. We had our bags of gold coins with us and we planned to buy many things, but we couldn't buy because we were not able to. We failed to see your face in the market. Your second condition was to see your face before purchasing anything, and we were failed to see your face in the market." Let us stop the class here and see what happened in the next class. Now please look at the text, page number 18. There is an exercise, a crossword, a puzzle. Try to complete it before the online session and tell me the answers during the online session. Take page number 19. How do you feel in the given situations? Match the columns. How do you feel when someone pushes you? When there is no one to play with you? When your best friend is sick? When teacher scolds you? How do you feel? The answers are given at the opposite side. Try to match these. And let us stop the class here. See you in the next class. Bye.